Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be part 4 of our blind Death Stranding playthrough. Let's get a drink real fast. Let's check out. So, what we've done so far is... I don't think I can... Yeah, we'll do it like this. So, this is like starting area, and we've connected it with this way station and this way station. Have some mail. Maybe I should read this. Sender Distribution Center west of Capital Knot City, Benjamin Hancock. Sorry, Sam. Bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare metals, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. Yeah, I noticed, bro. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto chargers kick in after. Pray hands. Sorry if we got your hopes up, and got some more bad news for you too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so that everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyways, there's this guy, George Batten, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like he's been pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest deliveries. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. Why you gotta have that squirt emoji right there? Lose half his load? What? Bruh. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're a bit short on the materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that right. We're counting on you, Sam. Okay, got you, man. Way Station West, Capital Knot City, George Baden. More than Oxy. Sam, the man, our savior. Things are looking up from here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We were all bright eyed and bushy tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness, it'll change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself that was it, America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking at first. I thought it was just the oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us a glimmer of hope we needed to bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again, even watchtowers too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes, mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, part of me's still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. Why the squirt emoji again? Oh, won't be able to keep it up, squirt emoji. Jesus. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go on, show us how it's done. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. Interviews. Oh, we got all these too. It's from 2 years ago. Oops. So I was talking about Bridge's primary objectives to reconnect everything before the Death Stranding, comms and networks, what held society together. It was all automated, the entire system. And then people got so lazy, got drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And then people started to get like oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances, kind of like mirrors today. I mean, people are getting so lazy, so machine addicted that like a lot of things can do it for us. You can get all these deliveries, and I see what you're doing there, Kojima. And what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again to convince themselves society couldn't survive without them, and then brought a whole new disorder. Delivery dependent syndrome, they called it. Death Stranding tore them apart. People still obsessed with delivering, addicted almost, and that's how the mules became. That's kind of weird. They're addicted to deliveries. And then we got from a year ago, he's talking about the BBs, bridge babies. That's from a year ago, he's kind of new. They call him Dead Man on account of his familiarity with dead. Get it? Okay. We've always been good on terms. You see, used to have regular little chats back when I worked at the morgue. Okay, so that's why he's called Dead Man. Talking about the research in BBs. Talking about how they already had the like technology for it and everything a long time ago, but they never could put it to practical use, and that's where he came in, and they're still learning about how they can detect BTs and how that works and how those BBs connect with the other side. And studying the BBs are going to help them gain a better understanding of everything. 3 years ago, Timefall, Heartman. Timefall is about the first time Timefall happened, why it accelerates. They don't know why it accelerates past their time. Some people think that it's stealing time is why it's absurd. Something in him suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Everyone's dead, just like Bruce Willis. Maybe that's what it is. That's not necessarily a bad thing as species. Well, what if Timefall has given us a new supercharged version of our essential abilities? Talking about how he wants to learn more about it and it's exciting for him. Frame Arms, Byaku. Frame Arms was a series of original plastic robot figurines created by Kotobukiya. I don't even know if I said that right. One of Japan's premier manufacturers of plastic models. Each robot shares the same basic frame architecture, with different external parts being attached to create an individual mechanoid. The Byaku White Tiger figure is a rare masterpiece based on Yoji Shinakawa's design. The fully realized world of captivating story behind the Frame Arm series won at many dedicated fans. Kind of reminds me of like some Zona Ender shit. Very cool. And I am glad I'm done reading that. 99 plus manuals. We won't be reading that right now. Oh, I got likes. Wonder if that's a parody on like the fact that, you know, people want to be connected and get those likes. Let's check on my baby though. Stop metagaming with the game spot and get into this immersion. Let me soothe my baby.
You okay?
Baby looks happy. That's good. Time for a little potty time. Nice. Ride with Norman Reedus on AMC. That's kind of funny. Alright, they wanted me to take a shower though. So I guess we should do that. They want to see my bum?
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects
Taking a
of
sample of my bath
bodily
water.
BT.
You're wild, man.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids, waste products, drilling, dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no
So
interest
that's
in
on why
rebuilding
he wants to
America.
collect our
I want
bathwater.
to
That's all
recover the
I'm saying.
past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Here, I'm just gonna sit back down.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore
Why did he lick
some
his lips
already
like that?
intact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Alright. Well, I already read that mail. Right? Yeah. Alright, Sam, I think it's time for us to skedaddle. Taking my baby with me.
Isn't what we agreed on? You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Huh.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB
That's how you
starts showing
pronounce
signs
it.
of distress,
Okay.
such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pod, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, that we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Dead man's honor.
All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Let's... G2.
Everything's okay.
Really shake. Oh, I was really shaking that thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you so hard. I'm sorry.
Someone's happy.
Okay. Enough with shaking my baby. Let's get this show on the road.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Chiralium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
I am pretty qualified, aren't I? Let's see that real quick. I have this metal and stuff though. Do I recycle it? Oh, okay, I do recycle them. Okay, cargo to recycle. Confirm. Very good. Even though they don't have that printer yet, but that's cool. Thank you.
Thank you for your continued support.
New materials are now available at distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Order for Sam. Recovery, chiral printer interface and collection, chiral crystals. I'm gonna start with a crystal job. Okay, we got, what is that, BTs and water? Collect at least one CG of chiral crystal. Bring it to the distribution center, West Capital City. Supplies. Okay.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Roger that. Let's auto arrange this real fast.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold
This is a heart man?
and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been
Yes. I've seen
especially
these all
observant, then
around.
perhaps you already know where to look.
Thank you for your contribution. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
I'll show you sensors. Okay, I wanna go grab this stuff.
Just a bit further now.
It's okay, BB. Let me shake you real quick, make you feel better. I'll save that watchtower. Where is it? I'm here for the loot. What now, child? This is so nerve-wracking. Let me get this loot over here, though. Okay, BB. Relax. Alright, let's arrange this. What is that? It's like a BBBT. I want to get out of here. Oh. Can I get it, or will I suffer the consequences for being greedy? We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh shit. I didn't realize I was right next to Bubba over there. On the road again. What do you mean enemy encounters? What do you mean enemy encounters?
Nice.
What? Oh, the rainbow? Alright, let's get out of here. Go deliver all this cargo.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. Water's looking a little rough.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam, all web Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Chiral crystals you're carrying.
There you go. Maybe lost cargo back, buddy. How do I... How do I deliver these? I wasn't listening. Okay.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this one? Benjamin Hancock has provided design data for the following container repair spray. New interview data acquired, chiral symmetry, and chiralium. Chiral crystals can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of material that can be used at the distribution center west of capital Knot City has increased. A new option has been added to the delivery terminal claim materials.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Recycling weapons, equipment, or materials at a facility will increase the amount of materials available for use at that facility. These can be used to fabricate any new weapons and equipment that you require. Okay.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Increasing your connection level with a facility will allow for more materials to be stored there, and you'll make more materials available for use. Additionally, new functionalities may be provided by bridges, and you may even receive a gift or two. Distribution Center west of Capital Knot City has provided the following new hologram data. Bridges Guard Mako. To use this data, gain access to level 2 or higher structures and select customized structure. Some of the facility's bandwidth has been shared with Sam, so more structures can now be built within the Chiral network. Cool. Very cool. You have been awarded the title of Skilled Handler. Continue to strive for greater recognition. You have achieved delivery volume grade 10. You can now carry more cargo. Hell yeah.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
A gift?
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Very cool. Carry one of those. Auto arrange, and then let's recycle.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Let's recycle these real fast. Thank you.
Thank you for your continued support.
See what we can make. Unable to fabricate. A chiral printer interface cannot be detected. Oh, you bastard.
Thank you for your contribution.
I'm gonna go get this chiral printer interface for them and then go back to the other place and see if they need any assistance. I don't know what that means. A mule, steep incline, rivers. You need to recover the chiral printer interface that was stolen by the mules. Be warned though, the mules suffer from drone syndrome and won't relinquish stolen cargo easily. Once you've recovered the interface, hook it up with the printer. Bring it online. Okay, let's auto arrange. There we go. No. Capsule containing Sam's condensed bodily excretions collected when he uses the shower. It breaks open when thrown, releasing the contents into the atmosphere. Has notable effects on BTs, although the only way to find out what effects might be is to try it out. Yeah, we're gonna leave that for another mission.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restriction. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
How do I fight? Oh, you know what? Let me... Perfect opportunity to change that keybind if it lets me. What? That's not the enter key. Why does the tag button gotta be so on a weird spot? Okay, yeah, that's not the enter key. It's okay with me. Because I got multiple buttons on this mouse, so... If you sneak up on a mule from behind, you can use Strand to bind them. You can also use Strand to avoid mule attacks, although your timing will need to be just right. Copy that.
There we go.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Pretty cool.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's go ahead and use this bad boy. Oh, there's a memory chip. I want that. Sandalweed. structure will be dismantled. Doing so will free up Chiral bandwidth, but will remove the structure for other players as well. Yeah, screw 'em.
Structure dismantled.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
I ain't scared of nothing. Oh, what was that? I'd say body slam. Okay, let me organize my cargo real fast. When infiltrating Mule Camp, crouch will help you reduce sound of your footsteps, holding your breath will make it even harder to detect. Gotcha! Very cool, very cool. Give me a climbing anchor, fool. My climbing anchor now. Oh shoot, they got a lot of stuff. I want it all. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to carry all that at once. Okay, I don't need their boots. I don't want to go too far. I want this loot. I am the Rhino Man. We'll unload all that real quick and we'll go look around. Well, I can make a post box, couldn't I? Or am I too close to enemy camp to do that? Okay. So let's go fight these guys real quick, or attempt to. He's gonna turn around, isn't he? Gotcha! Taking it all. Oh, I didn't mean to hold E. I meant to hold W to go forward. Let's put that all back on. But we're almost ruined. There's only one thing to do about that. Change my boots. Changed them, right? Or is this... Yeah, those are good ones. Taking it all. You got this, Sam. Keep going. just need to get to a spot where I can get push box down, honestly. How far we got? That is 372 kilometers. It's honestly not that far. You know what? No. We're gonna get a little bit more up here. I don't want to fall in the water. We're gonna unload some of the cargo. Because I think it'll probably be faster. Unload some of the cargo. Come back for it. Let's distribute this weight real fast. We'll be back for the rest. Oh, almost just fell there. This would be a perfect spot for a rope.
Chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it did. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. From there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
Yeah, come get the cargo, bro. I dare you. We'll fight for it once I regain my stamina. Or I'll just run away. Screw you! Later, loser. Alright, it's time to rhino up. Not that it matters, but let's adjust the cargo. Alright, and hopefully we don't take a massive spill down this. What in the world was that? No momentum boost. Going downhill? That sucks.
Well, at least I'm getting my steps in.
You got this. Not that much further to go. Thought they had like a little music thing. Okay, maybe we drop a couple things. How much overweight am I? Like 40 some pounds, like 42 pounds, so let's just drop this one, that one, and you know what, we'll drop this one too. Because that's going to bring us below what we need to be, even though that's the main thing we need. Then we're just going to run down the hill, and then run back up. But also by leaving the main mission item where, I don't know, I hopefully won't trigger a cutscene.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I've noticed you can like lean to like before it says hold whatever. I notice you can preemptively hold down the button and lean.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Back, are you? You trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me.
Yeah, you're lazy.
See you around. Good work.
What do I still have on me? Medals and stuff? It's gotta go somewhere. These are the bad ones.
Thank you for your continued support.
Oh yeah, I still don't have that printer.
Thank you for your
What's on my
contribution.
back? What's all this equipment? Oh, it's an ass load of climbing anchors. Okay, well, I don't need all these climbing anchors. I need like just one or two.
Looks like some cargo has been transported to its destination on your behalf. You can access the share locker to collect it.
Okay. I want to donate. You guys can have this. Nice. Achievement.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant
Go
journey.
grab the rest of that stuff we needed.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Yeah, honestly, I'd probably still be walking. If I did stuff like all in the whole run, you know? All in one go. Carrying too much? Oh, no. Oh shoot. Stop. Let me organize my cargo. Maybe that'll help.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Let's share this memory chip first.
Well, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
Did I? You're welcome. Memory chip data restored. The following data cannot be viewed on your cufflinks. The 7 Samurai.
Thank you for your contribution.
Let's go ahead and make our delivery of the cargo request. Oops.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it.
Yeah, because I'm the best.
Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Oh, nice new
Sam,
boots.
How are your shoes holding up?
Oh, I can make those.
Not
Cool.
too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
New interview data acquired. Necrosis and the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. 2 years ago, distribution center west of capital Knot City, the Chiral network. Bridges HQ have added data for a new structure to your PCC. A bridge. Equip the PCC, hold 2 to select it. Please Bridges, please somebody else.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Okay, first I want to... What do I have on me? Let's recycle these. These are weighing me down.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Foundation of bridge. Once the foundation is placed, add the material to level up the structure and complete the construction. When constructing a bridge, use right-click and Z to select its length, 50 or 80. Material required for completion, 800. So, looking at this, it'll show you what it costs. Standard issue boots, only 8 resin. That's super cheap. How many do you require? I just want 1 pair. PCC. Okay, and where's the attached to boot clip? There it is. Fresh boots. Think it's time to rest. Most definitely. Time passed while you're sleeping. Stamina's restored, canteen refilled, BB's pacified.
Good morning, Sam.
Check these out. Probably has to go to the bathroom. Ride with Norman Reedus on AMC. After Fear of the Walking Dead.
EX grenade number 2.
EX grenade number 2. UN number 2.
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. The latest in our line of EX grenades. I give you the number 2. As you may have surmised, this model was produced with various extracts refined from your fecal matter. We suspect that your regular consumption of cryptobiotes has led you to excrete certain compounds that may prove especially effective against BTs. If you would like us to produce more, you need only furnish us with the requisite raw materials via your private room's toilet. I look forward to your feedback.
Gotta wash the blood off. Are those marks from his backpack straps? It's a good touch.
EX grenade number 0.
Man, he gets dressed fast. I'm just gonna leave the room in hopes that it autosaves if I do. If not, I'm just gonna see if I can do a manual save. Okay. System. I'm guessing it just manually saves or auto saves, I mean. We'll take it at face value that it's saved, but I appreciate everyone stopping by yet again for part 4. Next time on part 5 of our series of Death Stranding, we will be continuing chapter 2 and continuing our delivery runs. Maybe even making a trip all the way back to the way station at West Capital Knot City. Oh, but it shows that they don't have any orders. So maybe I don't need to make my way back there. But who knows? Maybe I will just for the fun of it. But again, I appreciate everyone stopping by. And as always, we can catch you in the next one.